everyone, it's Jessica, and today I'm going to do a quick review of the Revlon Eye Art Duo. Now I've got this in the shade, if I can find it, Topaz Twinkle. And they had a lot of other shades as well, but this was the one I gravitated towards because I figured I would be able to wear it more often than anything, and I wanted to make sure I liked it at all. I have it on today, so I'm going to show you how I used it, how I applied it, and really kind of a swatch test to see how it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and use a primer with this. This is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. e.l.f. has amazing ones. You could use a cream shadow, but just in case, it's always better to just start with a primer, just because even with high-end shadows, you're just better off. It seems to it just creates a really flawless base. It gets rid of if it's a good primer, it gets rid of any discoloration you might have, so everything just looks even. It's more likely not to smudge and crease and anything like that. Like I said, Too Faced, this one's more expensive, but gosh, e.l.f. makes amazing ones that I use daily. Wet n Wild makes amazing ones. I mean, Milani, there are 1,000 amazing ones, so you really don't have to splurge. I just need to use this and try it out a little more, so that's why I'm using it. Anyway, so this is a two-step process here. And they have all kinds of colors. They've got like a bluish one, they've got a greenish one, which I've got my eye on, but it had a similar color, like golden glitter, and I didn't really want to get two that are too similar. So I just ended up getting this one to start with, and let's just see. So it says lid, line, and lash, and I would bet you put this end on first, and it's just got a doe foot applicator, and it does seem pretty wet. Let's just swatch a little bit here. Oh, it's a really, really pretty color. Really, really shimmery. And it looks like it might take a little bit of time to dry, but let's blend and see what it does when we blend it. Okay, so it's still, yeah, it almost blends away. I mean, it's still shimmery, but so it looks like the longer you let it dry, the more pigmented it will stay. So, okay. So I'm going to get another little dip in here and actually apply it. I think I'm just going to put it on my lid and maybe a little bit into the crease, but not much farther, because otherwise it'll look redonkulous on me. So, whoa. That's already a ton. So I'm going to use my finger to blend the rest together. Now with things like this, sometimes you have to work quickly because you don't know how quickly it will dry, and then it can look crazy. So you could also use a brush to blend this together, but it already feels kind of tacky, so I think a brush might not be your best bet with something like this when you're trying to blend it all over. So it already feels dry, and it's only been like 30 seconds, and on its own, I think on someone as fair as me, it looks okay. I think it needs like maybe some other kind of just shadow to kind of make it blend in. So I'm gonna use my favorite kind of buffing color. I'm gonna use Max Omega Shadow, which is this kind of grayish tone here, and I'm just gonna use a fluffy brush. It doesn't matter the brand as long as it's fluffy. This is a Sigma one. Let me kind of wipe it off real fast. So I'm just gonna get some onto here, and I'm just gonna blend that into the crease just to make it look a little more uniform, you know, so it doesn't look like a stark, I only put something on my lid kind of thing. And I'm being messy with it. You don't even have to be precise with something like this. And notice I left right under the brow bone, of course, alone. I think that looks a little bit better, a little more put together than just alone. And this is something you could make super smoky, you know, you could do a way darker color. You could do a cut crease with a really dark color. I mean, there's a ton you can do with this. But for me, for the everyday, you know, I'm a teacher trying to see if I can wear this in the everyday. It seems like it would be just dandy. So now we're going to go in with the gold color. This, I was looking at this last night. It's like a paintbrush. And I'm going to do it kind of on its own over here. It is truly a glitter. I mean, it is absolutely gorgeous. And when you put it on top of this, it's even prettier. Did I do a good job of that? but you do have to dip it a lot because like you can see I've already run out of some of the glitter. So you do have to kind of keep re-dipping, which is fine. Now you can use this just to line your lid. So if you did like a black line, which I will to complete this look, you know, black liner, and then you did the gold on top, or you can put this all over it. I think that would be such a fun look for like a New Year's Eve look or just a going out at night party look. I mean, anything like that. I think this could be amazing, and it's so much easier than putting on a glitter glue and then putting loose glitter and then you're getting glitter everywhere. So I'm hoping this will eliminate those two products where it's just kind of an all-in-one step. So I'm gonna put it all over the lid. Wish me luck here. And I think the key would be making sure that you let everything dry. The good news is there really is, I mean, there's literally no fallout. Now I'm going to use my finger real quickly to kind of just pat it to make sure there's no weird lines from the fact that it's basically like a brush. Just patting it everywhere where it already is to kind of set it in. What I'm noticing is that in the middle of my eye here, it's just gone. Like there's no glitter. And I can't tell if that's like from creasing, so I'm going to add a little more to it and just kind of blend that in with my finger. Wow, that's what I'm talking about. So I've let it dry for the most part. This one's still drying a little bit and it feels incredibly sticky, like incredibly sticky. Like the kind where it feels like someone's pulling your eyelid up. So I don't know. I mean, it's getting better the longer it dries, so that's good. But I do feel like it needs something else here, like in the crease. So I'm just taking my Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette and I'm gonna grab this kind of olivey green shade up here with a thinner brush. And I'm just gonna brush a little of this into the crease, just to define this look just a little bit more, because I feel like it needs something else. And I feel like this olive green lends itself well to this look just because the bronzes and the golds, and there's kind of like a rose gold glitter in there. I think the olive just complements it really well. This is my favorite shadow in the Comfort Zone palette. If you can't tell, it's like the one I've used the most. I just love it. So now that it's all dry, I'm gonna take, this is from my Altair Beauty set, and I'm just gonna take like a cream shade. We'll just go ahead and use this one from the Wet n Wild palette just because it's in front of me. And I'm just gonna get a little bit on it, and I really mean just a little bit, and just start it up there just to add a little lightness under the brow bone, get a little more, and then I'm just gonna kind of dab it in and then blend it. The price point on this is $8.99, at least at Walgreens where I found it. It's, you know, kind of pricier, but you can usually find coupons and sales all the time at Walgreens and CVS and anywhere else you would go to buy this. The texture on this I think is nice, especially of the cream part, and the glitter I think would work even better as just a glitter line, but I'm impressed. I mentioned in the previous footage that it was kind of sticky, but I've now had it on for like 8 hours and it hasn't budged at all. And it doesn't feel sticky anymore, so once it dried all the way down, it was no longer sticky. I think it looks really, really nice and kind of, gosh, it's just such an awesome option to not have to use loose glitter and like a glittery glue or anything like that, because there's no fallout whatsoever. I mean, it's like impossible to have fallout with this. I am so impressed. I mean, really, this is the first drugstore glittery product that I've actually liked that feels very high-end, very luxurious. I want to go out and get the green one because I love greens and I think that would be a gorgeous option. I think the cream part works best with your finger. You've got to blend it out with your finger. You could try it with a brush, but based on how quickly it dries and how long it stays, I really do recommend using your fingers to apply it. The wear time is incredible. It lasts all day clearly. And like I said, I mean, it's not coming off at all, and it just stayed put as long as you let it dry for about a solid really minute. It won't feel sticky anymore, and it just, I really, really like it. I've gotten a lot of compliments on it today as I've been out and about. Overall, would I recommend this? Absolutely. It's a product that is kind of odd. Like, I didn't think I would like it, and I thought maybe it would be kind of gimmicky, but it's actually incredible. It feels very luxurious, like I mentioned. Both of these are amazing. I'm so excited to get maybe 1 or 2 more because it's such an awesome option for a night out where you just want a little glitter. You could use the glitter part to do a little glitter line on the bottom. I mean, there's so much you can do with this one product that $8.99 is a small price to pay for how much this can do. And I think this would be an awesome thing as you're traveling if you just bring kind of a basic palette or just some basic shadows to throw one of these in your makeup bag as well, just to add a lot more options for the nighttime. You know, if you just want to glam up just for the nighttime, I think this is amazing. So yes, I would recommend it. I think you should definitely pick one up just to have as an option for that because it's incredible. Hopefully that review was helpful for you guys, and if you're interested, subscribe, stay tuned for more reviews, and I'll catch you guys soon. Bye. Okay, so I've done my makeup for the day, and the last thing I haven't done is highlight or finishing powder or whatever. And I've mentioned in a few recent videos that I really don't powder my face anymore. I used to use like a mattifying powder right here, but I realized that that's kind of what makes me look more youthful and more awake. And so when I powder that little bit of grease away, for me on my skin, I feel like it ends up looking just dull, especially in the winter when I'm already dry. So I really have